Hello, YouTube. How you doing? It's your boy, H to the Z, back again. And we're havering today. We're going to haver a little bit about what's happening tomorrow. Well, today actually, it is 2 minutes past midnight. Bedtime for me pretty soon. It's too hot to go to bed, really, though. But yeah, going to haver a little bit about the matchups coming up this weekend for the Smite. What's this tournament called? The Summer Masters? Smite Summer Masters. So we're going to have SPL versus SPL in all sets apart from one. And yeah, I'm going to talk just a little bit about my expectations, who I think is going to win, why I think they're going to win, what I think about the draw. That's an interesting one. Let's just pull it up. Let's pull it up on the screen. If you didn't know, these are the times for it. This is my time zone, GMT +1. But, you know, whatever yours is, you can figure it out or just go on the website and it'll tell you. But yeah, these are the matchups we've ended up with. Kings versus Leviathans, Titans versus Valkyries, Bolts versus Warriors, and Dragons versus Mambo. So the explanation for the way the draws have worked out is they basically just disregarded all prior seeding, I believe, and put a winner of a group versus the runner-up of another group. So, you know, for example, Kings won their group, went through without losing a set. Leviathans went through, you know, the SCC team to come through their group, so they end up facing off against each other. I can't say that I think it's entirely fair the way the matchups have worked out. To be honest, it's worked in favor of some teams against others. IMO. I think so. I'm not really sure how the Dragons and the Titans ended up facing up against the, you know, theoretically the bottom two seeded teams in the bracket, right? I would have thought that so Kings played, let me confirm this, make sure. So Kings played Valks before and Bolts played Scarabs because they were the top two seeds. They both went through without dropping a game, right? So no reason for them to think the seeding has changed. So I would have thought that you would have Kings versus the Scarabs team group, which would be Mambo, and Bolts would get the Levi's to, like, you know, their first round matchup. They've played for the seed. I feel like they should have got the easier end of the stick. Maybe there's some complicated reason why that doesn't work. I personally don't see it. And then you know, the other teams play against the other team they didn't play. So it would be, let's look. It would be Dragons versus Levi's and Warriors versus Titans, I think. I don't understand why that isn't the case. Maybe they couldn't make the groups work out somehow. I don't know. Just seems strange to me that the Dragons and the Bolts got, you could say, the Dragons and the Titans got, you could say, luckier in their first round matchups than the Bolts and the Kings did, despite the Bolts and the Kings coming in as a higher seed. But I digress. I hope you could see that there. I know my screen region isn't perfect. I hope I scrolled up far enough that you could actually see what I was looking at. Oh well. Anyway. Cool. Winner of match. So we've got, I didn't think this was how it worked. So it's Kings and Leviathans are on the same side of the bracket as Dragons and Mambo, I guess. Okay, that's cool. I thought that was not the case. Am I losing my mind? Probably. Let's just go through the bracket as we see it on the screen, though. Let's go through what's on the website and assume it's all correct. Kings versus Leviathans. Leviathans have looked really bad recently. But the Kings, I also think, have been a little bit off form as of late. They were looking better with big man things in Europe, to be honest. Sip of beer, because it's too hot. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Titans, so Kings versus Leviathans. I'm going to give it to the Kings, just because, I mean, they really should win it. But I'm not that confident in it. I'm not as confident as you would think in the Kings being the Leviathans. Leviathans have been bad recently. Kings have been the best team in the league, but recent form, Leviathan's still bad. But Kings not the best team in the league on recent form, I don't think. Probably like third, maybe fourth. Titans versus Valkyries. Valkyries, a scary team right now. I think this might be like worst possible draw for them. Titans tend to just be unflappable. They're incredible when the pressure is on. They play really well at these lands. They finished like first or second in the last, I don't know how many events. They are very, very good. And I think they will beat the Valks pretty resoundingly. These will be best of threes, by the way, for the quarterfinals. So I'm going to go Kings 2-0, Titans. No, let's go Kings 2-1. Kings 2-1, Titans 2-0. Bolts versus Warriors. I think the Warriors are down there with the Scarabs right now in terms of worst two teams in the league. I think both are worse than the Valks currently. Bolts should win this. I'll give the Bolts a 2-0. We'll see. Maybe the Warriors have got some stuff in the locker, but I ain't seen it yet. Dragons versus Mambo. Tier Magic. Fine, okay, whips it out. 2-0 J Dragons. I think Mambo will probably get absolutely crushed. Dragons are not going to allow them to play this AFK farm style. They're not going to let Johnny just go and run about. Johnny will get harassed in this game. It will not be fun for Mambo, and they're going to get crushed. And then let's do the full bracket. So we've got winner of match 1. This is going to be Kings versus Dragons. I got Dragons 3-1 if they're trolling. I got Dragons right now. As I said, I think Dragons and Titans are top 2 right now for me on form. And then Bolts, Kings coming after that. But yeah, we'll see. And then you've got Bolts versus Titans, as you could probably predict. I got the Titans winning this one. Bolts could put up a fight, but I'm going to give it to Titans 3-1. Now I'm going to give it to Titans 3-0. I'm giving it to Titans 3-0. I think we're getting some crushing matchups in the semifinals. And then finals, we have a losers bracket final, a third place match, which would be Bolts versus Kings on my bracket, wouldn't it? Who cares? I'll give it to the Bolts. 2-0, is it a best of 3? Surely it's a best of 3. It's got to be, right? And then the final, I'm going to give it to Titans. 3-2. Barn burner of a final. Let's go with that. Other predictions for the tournament. What do I think we're going to see, which we've not seen? I think we could see, I think Apwash will win a game. He will come in, he'll get picked in a good game, and he'll dominate it. Probably it could be Ven. I think it could also be somebody else. What else do I think is going to happen? The Valks will put up a decent fight against the Titans. I think the Hex Mambo will get crushed, as I said. Then the Oni Warriors will have some pocket strat that won't work. I think that there will be something. I think there will be some funny builds going on. Maybe like a Griffin Wing. Probably not a Griffin Wing, but I think there will be something out there. I hope so anyway. We shall see. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Friday, which is today. If you're one of these people that thinks the time changes, the day changes before I fall asleep. Not true, by the way. It's still Thursday until I fall asleep and wake up in the morning. But yeah, I don't know. That's how I'm feeling about it. Let me know what your predictions are. Anything you think I'm being silly about. Do you think Hex Mambo are going to dominate, destrominate, crush them? Probably not. We'll see. Do you think the Leviathans make a surprise run? Do you think that did I just say Mambo? Do you think that the Oni Warriors are secretly good and they've just been pretending? We shall see. But yeah, I'm excited to watch more. Thanks for all the support on the Deathwalker tier video. I'll probably do some more. I don't know. I'm going to be super busy this weekend with SBL, obviously, and I have other plans, but I'll with this tournament, not SBL, because we got Hex Mambo in it. But I'll do some recordings next week again, most likely. So keep that in mind, and let me know which games from the tournament you want to see analyzed and which moments you want to see analyzed. I should still probably do the team fighting stage of that game 1 victory for the Hex Mambo team over Solar Scarabs. I think that would be a fun video to do. And E-Chrome would be a good one to do some POV demo review of. And maybe like a fine okay King Arthur. He's been going crazy recently. Could do a Scream game where he's playing well. There's so many options. Maybe a Big Man Things Neath. Have I ever done one of those? Surely somebody else is playing Neath mid, by the way. Character dominating in big man's hand, looking fantastic. Surely somebody has picked it up. We'll see. I hope we get to see, you know what I hope we get to see more of? King's Chiron ADC. I love the way they play with Chiron. I love, you know what? I'll say it. I love watching the Kings. Kings, I think, are the most inventive team with the most fun novel strats for me. You watch what they're doing, and you're like, oh, I wouldn't have thought of that, but I can see why they're doing it, and it's working, and it's clever. And sometimes even when it isn't working, I still like to see it. So looking forward to seeing what they've got. Looking forward to seeing these teams match up against each other. Confused by the matchups, but there you have it. Hopefully this made sense. Hopefully my predictions are okay and all right and correct, and I'm so smart. Thanks very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you at... I'll be an hour late, probably. I'll see you at 5 p.m. UK time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. What do you call it? Is Eastern Standard Time? Eastern? I don't know. Whatever it is. Whatever time it is, I'll be there. Probably. Maybe even half past. We'll see. Thanks for watching anyway. Peace off. Bye.